Hello everybody. I apologize that the lighting is not better and that my microphone doesn't want to participate with me today, especially using software like Reaper and Audacity. But welcome to my channel, Noah's Vinyl Archives. I've decided to kind of move away from talking about just records I bought and cassette tapes I bought, which was kind of the original focus of this channel, was just to show off new music I bought and more talk about the music in more detail. I'm kind of thinking about shifting my channel to more review music and talk about songs I like, the aspects of why I like certain songs or certain albums, and hopefully make some interesting content out of that. If you haven't been to my channel before, I listen to a lot of different styles of music. Mostly music from spanning the 60s to the 90s. That's kind of my favorite period. Obviously there's some music I listen to after that, but that's generally the main focus of what I listen to. And there's a lot of different styles of music, a lot of different genres and subgenres that came out in that period. I mean, you have, heavy psych, hard rock, heavy metal, AOR, prog, and even within metal you have so many different, subgenres. Prog metal, power metal, glam metal, I mean, you name it. And then I also listen to a lot of soul and funk and R&B music as well. And I especially love a lot of the early 80s boogie and post-disco, and that kind of bridge between disco and a lot of the more electronic sounds of early to mid 80s funk. That's kind of my favorite period of R&B music. But I listen to R&B music, classic soul music as well from the 60s and 70s, and then also a lot of the later New Jack Swing from the late 80s and early 90s and stuff like that. And then I also listen to a lot of soft rock, yacht rock, West Coast music, as some people like to call it. And then, a lot of pop rock like ELO and a lot of power pop like the Knack and the Raspberries and all that kind of stuff. And then I also love new wave music as well. And occasionally I've sort of dipped my toes, not heavily, but I've sort of kind of gotten a little bit of taste of sophistopop, which is an offshoot of new wave. That's a little more sophisticated and more, acoustic instrument oriented than new wave and synth pop, and then a little bit of post punk as well, which is another offshoot of punk music. But for the most part, the other genres I've listened to are the ones I primarily listen to. So I hope you find things on this channel that you enjoy. I'm thinking of for now, I mainly just want to review albums, kind of track by track, and tell my thoughts on each track, on each album. For now, I just kind of want to keep it simple, and maybe later on I could come up with, different shows on this channel, maybe about, ranking albums or stuff like that. And I think it would be really interesting. I think it would be more interesting than what I did before on this channel years ago, which I kind of lost interest in, to be honest, because it wasn't very interesting, just showing like a tape or a record and just, okay, here it is, and then I don't really talk about it and just put it away. It's not very interesting to me, but it's interesting to talk about the music contained within. Like, what are my thoughts on Looking for a New Love? Ooh, Andre Simone produced this. Ooh, Bernard Edwards produced this other track. Oh, what do you know? So that's more interesting to me, and I find that more fascinating than just talking about that in a video, than just talking about just showing music. Not that I won't, because I definitely, when I'm talking about an album, like this one I'm going to review pretty soon, I'll definitely show it on camera like this, but I more want to talk about music. So that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve, kind of restarting my channel. And I hope you guys enjoy the content that I post on here.